Today is Saturday, June 4th, day 29. We are leaving Farmington and heading west about 50 miles. We're not positive where we're going, so when I find out, I'll let you know. It's supposed to be a nice day. This is the earliest start I've had so far because yesterday was so tough. We only went 48 some miles, but the last 30 of it was up, down, up, down, up, down, lots of hills. So I'm leaving early to beat the heat and hopefully get there before we get into the heat. By the way, it's a nice, cool, crisp 56 degrees. It feels good after yesterday because it was a scorcher, and with those hills, it was unbearably hot and tough. Just a little note about Farmington as I ride out of the city. This is a neat town that I would love to come back to. The city manager actually hunted us down, told us how he was against big business like Walmart and all those kind of stores. In this town, all the little stores downtown are all open. It reminds me a little bit of Rochester, Michigan, and it'd be a neat town to come and explore. So one more quick little story about yesterday. It's almost comical. We get to Al's place, the bike hostel. We are hot, we're sweaty, we're stinky, we're miserable. I want nothing more than an ice cold Coke after the ride. So we undo our bags, hop on our empty bikes, and ride over to the closest McDonald's, which is less than a mile away. Which is really good because it's only half a mile from the bike shop we want to go to. So we sit in McDonald's for half an hour. I have a Coke, the other guys get a milkshake. We finish up our drinks, head over to the bike shop. We get there at 5 to 4. They close at 4. Unbelievable. So we go to the grocery store, less than a half a mile away, get some groceries, go back to the hostel. Dave and Mark decided to go to the hardware store because Dave broke his back rack and needs some heavy-duty zip ties. They go to the hardware store. They get there at 5:15. It closed at 5. Everything's closed down because of the big parade going on at 6. So we watch the parade. We go out to eat. The first restaurant we go to that's supposed to be open till 8, yep, it's closed. So 3 strikes. We finally find one that's open. We have to wait an hour for our food. We didn't get out of there till almost 9 o'clock. What do? Move on. Early morning meadow. You can't see them, but there are 3 deer back there. Still have a few cows around. One long shadow this morning, now that the sun is up. Hey buddy, how you doing? He looks pretty content. There's a cool looking barn, built in 1920 as per the emblem at the top. All red with the metal roof. Very neat looking. Barn of the day. Mom and baby. Baby's a little nervous. Mom is protecting baby. There's some big daddies back here. Lots of little babies too. Isn't that neat? Bismarck, Missouri. Population 1,200. Reminds me of another struggling small town America. But I think it's got a nice little restaurant. We're gonna find out here in a minute. Bismarck, Missouri train station. Haven't done these in the past, but this is gonna be the train station of the day. Breakfast stop for the day. Carla's Cafe in Bismarck, Missouri. I'm actually having a little bit to eat right out here first. And we are right across the street from the train station of the day. So we're in the cafe, getting ready for breakfast. We ran into this nice trio of people here, and they're telling us all about how silly we are to be riding across the United States. So that was an interesting cafe in Bismarck where we had breakfast. It was very nice, but halfway through the breakfast, we were trying to figure out why we smelled so much smoke. Come to find out, you can smoke in restaurants in Missouri. So we had smokers all around us. Lesson well learned to ask for a non-smoking section when you're in a restaurant in Missouri. The first gravel of the trip, just west of Bismarck after breakfast. And on the gravel road, what should I find? A turtle. He's looking to be saved. Oh, come on, buddy. All right, I think I saved him. All right, this is a different kind of turtle. Much bigger, no paint on his shell, and lots of moss. He's a big one. I'm gonna leave him right there, right on the side of the road. Here's a pretty gal. Hello. Here come the dogs. Looks like they're staying on their property, except for this guy. No problem. The Graniteville Full Gospel Tabernacle. The church of the day. Coming up to some foothills we're going to have to go through. We've made it to Johnson's Shut-ins State Park. A lot of Trans Am cyclists stop here to camp. I don't believe we're going to camp here. We've only gone 38 miles, but we are going to go in and check it out. So we parked our bikes, locked them, and we're walking back to the shut-ins. As of right now, I still don't know what they are, but I think it's some kind of granite stoneworks in the water because everybody looks like they go swimming. So we might take a dip. How exciting! This is Johnson's Shut-ins. It's granite, and this creek is like crystal clear. Check this out. Yeah, the water's a bit chilly, but it's a nice refresh. This is absolutely beautiful. Just gorgeous. The water is crystal clear. It's cold, but it's very refreshing. Just a neat place to be. Marjorie, you and I have got to come here. So we just walked down to what they call the falls, and it's just a bunch of granite that has slowly eroded over thousands of years, and there's all sorts of little waterfalls all throughout here. So I met a couple really nice people here at Johnson Shut-In Park. They're going to tell you who they are and why they came here.
Hi.
Hello.
What's your names?
Matthew.
Alyssa.
And where are you from?
St. Louis.
And what brought you to Johnson's Shut-In Park?
Our first wedding anniversary trip.
All right. Did you like it?
Yes.
All right. Fantastic.
We're not finished.
Yeah. We just need to stop and get some lunch.
All right.
Food.
Great. Thank you.
Yeah.
So we stopped in at the store to get a pop, and I had lost my hat several days ago, and I don't know how. One day it just wasn't there. So luckily they had baseball hats, so I have a new one. Woo! People out having a good time on this Saturday. The rivers are much clearer here than they were in Illinois, where they were muddy looking. Well, I think I made it to our stopping point for the night. Centerville. I thought there was a park, but this doesn't look like a park. But we'll find out. All right, so we've checked this place out, and Centerville City Square is where we're staying tonight. So we're going to put up our tents. There's 191 people who live here. There's no stores that are open. Everything is closed. But we have water over there. We have electricity there. There are restrooms on the other side of this building. There's a pop machine. There's nice grass and shade. We have this wall protecting us from all the beasts. So we'll be nice and safe and sound, and we're gonna get a good afternoon and evening here. We're gonna cook up all of our food that we've been carrying along, and then we'll take off from here tomorrow. And I met this fine gentleman. He's gonna introduce himself and tell you what he does.
Hello, I'm Evan. I'm trying to visit every county courthouse in America. This is about, I've got about 900 left to go. And I'm on a trip to Missouri, Arkansas, Illinois, Tennessee, Kentucky this week.
Wow, and how long have you been doing this?
Since 2008.
And how long is it going to take you?
Another 4 or 5 years probably.
4 or 5 years, wow.
The low-hanging fruit is done. I've got the tough ones ahead of me, like Hawaii and Alaska.
And is this a tough one?
Well, it depends how fast you try to go.
Now, do you go by car or motorcycle or what?
Mostly car. I've done a few on motorcycle,
Yeah?
but mostly car. It's
Okay.
too hard on motorcycle.
Oh, very good. Well, thank you for your time.
Sure.